TTL Computer 2. Today we're going to be testing our registers card, and you can see that we already have the card plugged into our jig, and it's all powered up. And just something we need to be really careful about testing this card, because we have no controls on our card to prevent two registers outputting at the same time, and that would be bus contention, and we could have shorted circuits. But so we need to be really careful about our testing. And you can see here that I've added extra labeling on our jig, data bus, output control, input control, and that's there just to really just ensure I don't do the wrong thing, which we wouldn't want to do. Anyway, and here's our testing plan. And as usual, I've already, spoiler alert, I've already run through the first half of the test plan, and it's passed. So much like our memory address register board that we tested that had 16-bit output, we have to go, since we have only one 8-bit output display element, we need to run through our plan twice. So, all right, so we're going to run through the first pass of the test plan, just to give you a flavor for how the test plan went. Proceed it again, and let's just jump right into that. So first thing we want to do is make sure our data bus is set to FF. Set the data bus to FF. And that's done. And our control lines are all in, and we can do these all at the same time since they're just inputs. So we have those in, and now we're going to T-clock this. And the T-clock is done. I'm going to move this board just a little bit so we can see our T-clock when we do that. Okay. All right, so we did the T-clock press. So that should have loaded A, B, C in the stack pointer with FF. So we want to take our control in low now. That's all done. Control low. D-bus to 0. And that's done. And this is a negative load test. So we're going to do T-clock again. And you still can't quite see that. I'll move this just a hair again. Okay, so now you can see the... so we did the T-clock press. We'll just do that again. No harm, no foul. All right, so that was a negative test. We disabled the loads, and we did the T-clock to do the load again. All right, so now we're going to check our output. So we loaded FF to all the registers. We clocked that in. Then we disabled the loads, and we set the data bus to 0 and clocked that in again. So now we want to check all the outputs of our registers that they are FF. So we're going to do that first with A. And that's FF as it should be, not 0. That's done. We disable that. Now we want to take a look at B register. And that's good. I'm going to jump a little ahead. Now we're going to do C register. That's FF as it should be. And now we're going to look at the stack pointer. Ah. And that's FF as it should be. Okay, so those all passed. Let me just check these off. Okay, so now we're going to do our second load test. And we want to set our data bus to 1. And that's set. Now we're going to do A in. raise that signal, and we're going to clock that in. A low. So that should have loaded 1 to A. Now we're going to set our data bus to 8. That's done. We want to set B in to load, so we set that to high. That's done. We want to clock that in now. We did that, and we want to bring B in low. Okay, so that should have loaded hex 08 to B. Now we want to update the data bus to 10 OX10, and we did that. And we want to set C in. That's done. And we're going to clock that in. Bring C in low. That's done. Now we want to set our D bus to hex 80, which we have. Now we want to do stack in, which we have. Change my test plan pages. Now we're going to T-clock that, and we did. Bring S in low, and we have. All right, so now we're going to check all of our outputs to our registers that they were correctly loaded. So we're going to do A out, should be hex 1, and it is. We're going to do B out, hex 080, and it is. Now we want to do C out, and that is hex 10, and it is. And now we want to do stack pointer out, and that's hex 10. 80, and it is. Correct. So those were all good loads. All right, so let me check these all off. All right, now we're just going to do a negative test. We're going to load the X register, and which goes on the U clock, but we just want to make sure that loading the X register doesn't change anything in the A, B, C, and the stack pointer. All right, so we brought the data bus down to 0. That's done. We want to raise the X in signal, and that's done. And we want to do the U clock. We want to U clock that in because the X is on U clock. That's done. Bring X in low. That's done. All right, so we clocked in 0 into the X register. Which we can't validate right now. But now we want to go through again and check that the A, B, C, and stack pointer registers were not affected by the X register load. Okay, so we're going to look at first. We will look at the A, right, and that's X01, and it should be, and B is X08, and it is. Check the C register, and that's hex 10, and it is. And we want to look at the stack pointer, and that's hex X80, and it is. So all those tests passed. Okay, so that was a full run through of our first pass at the test plan, and that validated with positive and negative tests for all of the left bus registers, the A, the B, the C, and the stack pointer. Okay, so now just to finish this up, I'm going to have to go through and do the run through the plan again, which will be for the right bus this time, which is just the X register. And I'm not going to run through that online. If there's an issue, I would add it to the end of cut it into the end of the video and report that to you. But I think that's as much as we'll do for the test, for the board testing online. And so this is going to be, unless you hear otherwise, this is going to be a successful test for our registers card. And that will bring us to our next card that we will be implementing will be our memory card. But that's it for today. Until next time, thanks for watching.